This was sort of pretty much what Uber asked for. They said, let's get 15 months to prove that we can be good boys and girls.
Yeah, under CEO Dara Khosrowshahi, the company's really presented a we've reformed, we're changed message. So I think any amount of time to get a license and say, let us keep showing that we've changed is a win for the company. 15 months certainly gives Uber time to continue operating as they've been and to show regulators that they've turned a new leaf.
So, Eric, they agreed to stricter government oversight. Do you have any sense of what that means and how this could set a template for other cities that are also trying to figure out how to deal with Uber?
You know, part of this process has been Uber sort of proactively making, or I guess reactively, but making sort of a slate of different changes, whether it's sort of independent board members in the UK, or it's sharing data with regulators there. I don't think we know the details yet of what the audit regime here is, but clearly there's going to be continued feedback from regulators, and Uber has to show it's cooperative, and I think that's what it's been trying to do since the CEO change and its license was revoked.
No question, Eric, this is good for Uber. I mean, they initially had their license canceled by Transport for London. And then there was a lot of negotiation. But on the other hand, does this really put bread on the water for the next regulator? Saying, look, we summon them in, we threaten them, we get them to change what they're doing. So the next regulator says, well, I've got some good ideas too. So let's cancel the license, have them in here again. Is this the beginning of something bigger for Uber?
I think it's a win for Uber. The changes aren't that painful. I mean, the key thing for Uber was that it got a foothold in all of these major markets and became something that citizens were dependent on. That's clearly true in London. They could never kick Uber out because so many people count on Uber for a job and to get to work and just to get around. So it's become an essential service. Now that Uber's the incumbent, it can make concessions. None of them here are existential to its business. And in fact, barriers to other, car companies can be to Uber's advantage now that it's an established player, because it can make it harder for other entrants to step in. So I don't think this is that troubling. Uber has the global reach to talk to other countries and other regulators and make concessions where it needs to, and is, I think, more willing to be collaborative. So I think this is a big victory for Uber today.